What up, guys? What's good? It's me again, and I wanted to make another video that I think is going to be very helpful. It's going to be titled "Emotions versus Thoughts." Okay, so I think during life we all get points of like depression. There are always times where we feel down and bummed out about life, and we just are not happy with ourselves. And this is obviously can be attributed to many things, but I'm speaking in terms of having no energy, in terms of being anxious a lot of the time, being confused in life, um, and just overall lacking energy and vigor to feel alive and energetic. So I think I'm qualified to speak on this because I've pretty much gotten myself out of a really shitty slump, and I was able to find out how I did it because I did it. Okay, so there's feelings and then there's thinking. Okay, so you can always think of your heart for feeling, you could think of your head for thinking. And every day, so many things happen, so many external stimuli, so many people talking to us. Maybe someone steals our credit card, someone insults us. So these things cause emotions inside of us, okay? And they're very hard to control. You cannot control your emotions. They happen to you. You know, some of them are instinctual as well. Someone points a gun at you, you feel scared. You can try and not feel scared, but you will feel it, okay? So everyone feels emotions. Everyone feels bad emotions. Everyone feels good emotions. So I'm particularly focusing on the bad emotions part, okay? So I would say I was in a depressive slump maybe a month ago or so. And the reason why I was in a depressive slump was because I was leading with my feelings, with my emotions, okay? So whatever happened to me throughout my day, I wouldn't have the strength of mind, so I wouldn't think to overcome those emotions. I would lead with my feelings. If I felt tired, I would stay in. If I felt like buying a pizza, I would do it. It's giving to your impulses. If I felt like not going to class and instead of studying for finance, for example, I would just scroll on Instagram because I felt like it, right? I feel like it. I don't feel like studying, so why would I do it? Okay? So by saying I don't feel like doing it or I don't want to do it, that means your emotions are leading and you are valuing your emotions more than your head, and you shouldn't do that. Because again, everyone feels this, okay? External world, emotions everywhere, 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 everywhere. And if you don't have the mental strength, so your thinking process, your rationale, to say, I don't care what I'm feeling, I'm still going to do what I have to do to be where I want to be, then you're going to go into a spiral and you're going to be chaotic as fuck. Okay? So, I'll give you an example of what you should be doing. So, I have a goal, okay? I want to get a good grade in school so I can graduate and then get a good job, okay? And then get experience and then make my own business and go from there, right? So that's what I want. That's what's good for me. I also want to eat healthy. I want to make money, and I want to have a good body. I do want it because it's good for me. Okay? Now, every day I wake up and I feel emotions. Maybe one day I feel tired, more tired than other days. Maybe one day someone, again, insults me, flips me off. Maybe my laptop dies, right? So emotions, negative emotions. But you have to use your head. Lead with your head, okay? Use your head and stay on track. Doesn't matter what you're feeling. I think this is the essence of discipline. Discipline is not like a thing. It's a way of being. It's a state of mind that you always want to be in. You know, doesn't matter if you're feeling like shit. You clean your room. Like it's valuing your emotions very little and valuing your head very high. So acknowledge the fact. This is gonna be a summary, okay? That you have your emotions and you have your rational thinking. Emotions are always going to be there. Okay, it's not like some people feel it less. They're there. It's just that you have to train your rational thinking to be the dominant one. So while your emotions are here, you still acknowledge them because you can't really not feel unless you're a psychopath. Okay? So you acknowledge your emotions and your rationale, your thinking says, I don't give a shit. I'm feeling depressed, anxious, whatever. I'm still going to go clean my room. I'm still going to go to the gym. I'm still going to buy my food and cook it. still gonna go to class. I'm still gonna cut my hair. I'm still gonna do all this stuff. Because if you don't, you're gonna lead with your emotions, and if your emotions take over, then your life is gonna be a shit show. Because you're not gonna, emotions come and go. So it's like comes and then goes, comes, goes everywhere. So you're gonna be living in chaos. You'll be out of shape. Your money's gonna be like shit. Might drop out of school. Might lose your job. So you have to think with your head. Okay? This is how I got myself out of depression. I said, I don't give a fuck about how I'm feeling anymore. I want to do what's good for me, not what feels good for me. I want to do what is good for me, not what feels good. And in this sense, depression kind of makes you stronger. I want to go in a little bit backwards and try and see why at least some people might be depressed. Okay, this is my thought on it. And I'm not a licensed psychologist, so just take it with a grain of salt, if you will. But this is what I think. So I think by the time we're 17, 18, 19, 20, and up, so from 17 and up, we start to be our own independent selves. So mom and dad don't take care of us as much as they used to, right? So life was easy because we didn't have to face it. Our parents would do that for us. They'd work for us. They'd give us food for the most part. They give us housing. High school wasn't too hard. Life wasn't that hard, so you didn't have to be internally strong. Your emotions could guide you and you'd still be okay. All right? And then you grow older, 17, 18, 19, 20, and your parents start being a little bit more distant. They might stop supporting you financially. You have to work on your own. School gets harder. You have to start doing your own dishes, buying your own food, cooking it. And the emotions are still there. So if you don't have the rational thinking, the brain, then you're going to be overrun by life and you're going to get shit on. And when that happens, you become depressed. So depression makes you stronger because it forces you to build inner structure and inner strength. If you're still stuck in depression, assuming it's not clinical, I don't know. If you're just in a depressive state of mind and lethargic and your room is dirty, you're not happy with yourself, still feel it. But it's going to go away in a day or two if today, right now, you get your shit together. Physical exercise is so good for that. Going for a run, like if you have no money, if you can't afford working out, clothes, or a membership, sell your PS4, sell your computer, sell some stupid shit you don't need, buy clothes, buy a gym membership, go running, buy some pre-workout, and go fucking crazy. Working out feels so good because we neglect our bodies so much. Okay. So, acknowledge the emotion, acknowledge your rational thinking process and its potential, and lead with your head.